Hey everyone, so today we're going to be doing a succulent drawing with a pot. So succulents are plants that have adapted to a very dry climate, and they have adapted in such a way that they can store water in their leaves or stems or roots. And you know, their leaves are much more fleshy and they tend to have spikes on it. And the most common or the best example of a succulent is a cactus. And all cactuses are succulents, but not all succulents are cactus. So you might have some in your house because these are very common household plants. So I'm gonna first show you how to draw a few different kinds of succulents. You're gonna have a handout where when you click for the video to watch this video, you're gonna see something that says succulent handout and succulent handout 2, and you can look through there for some examples on some plants. So one of the most common one, it's something like you have the little thingy, right? The little round hump. So you don't have to do this right now with me. You're just gonna watch me how I draw them, and then you can do your own. Okay, that's one. And then obviously in order for it to look like a cactus or succulent, you're gonna have to add little spikes, or you can add different kinds of those spikes. So this one I'm just going to do like that. Another one, well, the one that's another one that's pretty common is just kind of the one that goes like this, you know. And so then I'm going to do the details, right? And then I'm going to add more of the little spikes. And I'm going to do this all over the lines on my paper. And this is just for me to show you how to draw different ones. Oops. So you see now it looks like a cactus. What else? You also have some with some flowers. Sometimes they have the ones that are kind of just circular, right? And so it would be the same thing. You would want to add lines of where your spikes will go. You can do X's on this one, or you can do, yeah, I'm gonna do X's. And sometimes they have a little flower, so you know you can have a little flower on here. And the flowers usually are very, very bright, very, very bright colored. Let's see, let's try another one. Sometimes they have like kind of like an agave plant or like aloe, right? They have the long leaves. And I'm gonna have some leaves behind here. And you can add some more details on here for texture. So let's say I'm just going to do little circles around. So you want to have your little circles all around. I'm doing them pretty fast. Okay, so as you see now it looks more like some kind of cactus. Okay, so let's see another one. Did I do one here? Okay, let me go on the paper. Sometimes there's the ones that have it's like that, wavy, and then it has a ball on top. Same thing. And then you would do, you know, the little spikes all over here. I'm not gonna do it because I already showed you guys how to do that. What else? There's also this one that has the kind of like the little arm, right? Sometimes it has another arm on the other side. And you would do the same thing where you draw some lines. They should kind of curve, the line should kind of curve. Because the plant is round, so your line should kind of curve a little bit. And then you would do your little designs on there. Okay, so those are some, and you'll see the handout that has the different drawings of succulents that you can do. So I'm gonna just start with the pot. So I said we're gonna do a few succulents on the pot. So I'm gonna start with the pot. And you wanna make it kind of large. You're using your whole paper. So let's say I'm going to, and you can make your pot round. You can make it more like a, you know, have more of a flat bottom. So let's say I'm gonna go with a round pot. So I like to curve it on the top. You're not gonna really see this because the succulents are gonna be there, but I like to do that because then I'm able to curve this part. So here's where like the, you know, the soil is gonna be, and then the cactuses and succulents are gonna be on top. And then I'll erase this back line. So let me just start drawing some real quick. Let's see. Let me do I want to make this one bigger. So your pot should fit about, I think maybe like 3 to 6. If you can fit more, you know, you can do that. But you want to have them different sizes, and you want to have them different sizes, and you don't want them all like huge or all tiny. You know, obviously if you draw them smaller, you're gonna fit more. But you want to have them different sizes. So let's say I'm drawing this one, that's the biggest one. Then I'm gonna draw another little flower. This is kind of like another little flower here. And then obviously the back of the pot, I'm gonna erase that because the succulent is in front of the pot. So you're not gonna see the back. What's another one? Let's say I want to do a little ball, like the ball ones. But I want that one in front of this one. So I'm going to erase this little part because it's in front. It looks kind of crooked. Let's say I want a flower on this one. So I have 3 here. I can add a few more. Maybe I have one in the back. Yeah, so see, this one's in the back. And then you would add your details. So like I said, you would add your details. And I already went over that, so I'm not going to do it here. You need to decorate the pot. You can do kind of different decorations on it, whatever kind of design you want. You can do different patterns in here. You can write a word. So this is an example of it sort of done, not with the color. It's not colored yet. I'm going to show you an example with color. So when you're done with it, I would trace everything with a marker. I always trace it with like a black Sharpie, but you can use a pen or you can use a marker to trace everything. and then you color it. So I have my cactuses, right, with the details, right, the texture. I have some little like pebbles here, and then I have the soil, which you can't tell, but I will color it and then you will be able to tell. And then I have my pot, and I did designs on it. And then we also have to do something in the background, but I'll show you that in this picture. This is the picture of it being done. This is how it'll look like. Okay, so I have my succulents. I have 4. I also use, when I color them, I use different shades of green. And I think that's a good idea, because not all of, even though they're mostly all green, not all of them are the same shade of green or the same tone of green. So I have this one lighter, this one's like, some parts are light, some parts are dark. So I used a light color green and a dark color green. This one has more of a bluish tone. I did my soil, and I did little pebbles or little rocks on here. And then I did my pot, and I designed my pot, right? See, this one's more of a round pot, and this one is more of a, has a flat bottom. And then I also put it on like a table. So all I did was draw, let me show you on this one. Kind of draw a line here, right? And then color this a color and color this a different color. So that's my table, and that's maybe a wall or something. What else? So like I said, look at the handout so you can see different types of the different kinds of succulents you can draw. And you'll have 2 handouts in there that you can see. And then I think you can fit about 3 to 6, maybe 7 cactuses here, and then do them different sizes. See, this one's in front of this one. This one's much bigger. This one's big too. This one's small. Do your soil. You can do little rocks if you want. And then design your pot and color your pot. Make sure you have a little line for a table. And then you can do your background color. So I want you to color the whole thing. And if you just have a pencil, try to be creative with coloring with your pencil. If you have a pen, it can be black and white. You can use the 1 color pen and then just color it with that pen. What else? Okay, so that's done. That's it for the English part. I'm gonna try to go over this a little bit in Spanish. Okay, so vamos a hacer un dibujo de no sé cómo se dice estas plantas, pero estas plantas que son cactuses y succulents, que son en la clima que es bien, que hace mucho calor. Y tú vas a ver en donde dice las instrucciones, si hay una cosa que dice handouts, succulent handouts, va a haber 2. Si tú miras ese papel, tú vas a ver diferentes ejemplos de los diferentes, cómo lo puedes dibujar. Y tienes que hacer un pot, una maceta, right? Una maceta, y diseñar algo, poner una mesa, colorear todo. Aquí en la maceta puedes poner 3 a 7 diferentes plantas. Yo aquí tengo 4. Aquí tengo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y tienes que poner la textura y como los puntitos para que se vea más realistic. Puedes poner piedritas si quieres. Y tienes que colorear todo. Entonces ese es el paso número 1, ¿ves? Después agarras un marker o un lápiz y lo trace y después coloreas todo el papel. Aquí una mesa la maceta está encima de la mesa y aquí está la pared. Ok, eso es todo. Y trata de usar diferentes colores de verde. Más claro, un poquito más oscuro. Si pones flores, las flores son bien brillosos. Ok, thank you.